Fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Tonight I'm going to share with you the 3 steps that I consider that you need to take, or you might want to consider taking, if you want to go from having chemistry with someone. Have you ever had chemistry with someone? Yeah, we've all had it, right? The hard part, you didn't have it. The hard part, I can get it for you. The hard part is to take that chemistry that you have and turn it into a committed relationship. Would you agree?
Yes. Yeah.
That's where I come in. And hopefully this is going to help, but who knows? So here's the thing. I'm going to start with chemistry. There's 2 aspects of chemistry. One is just nature. If you notice with chemistry, what happens is this. It's very interesting. When you get within 30 inches of someone, your body goes to work. And what it does is, through the nose, it picks up the pheromones of the other person. And what do the pheromones contain? They contain the DNA of the other person. So your body has only 2 considerations. It just wants to procreate and procreate. That's all it cares about. It just wants the gene pool to go on. So it's looking for 2 things. 2 things that's really important to the body is it wants something familiar, because if you have a good track record, like your parents, you may think whatever you think of your parents, but in the gene pool, they are highly successful because they got you here. The other aspect is they want that familiarity in the gene pool, but we also know we need diversity. We can't rely on the same thing every time. So you need 2 things, familiarity and diversity. Well, that's all nice for the gene pool, and if we just go with that, we can procreate like other animals, and we do okay. And we've done okay so far. But I would say to you, there's another aspect to chemistry that we don't talk about so much, and this aspect is this. When you meet somebody, they also have a lesson for you. And I would call that this little world we're in is like a school. It's called the Earth School. And guess what these people you have chemistry with are? They are your teacher. They are your teacher. They come with you for the lesson. They're going to teach you something. And I work with a lot of people, and there's 2 kinds of people that you meet in life who you have chemistry with. One person is what I call a muscle builder. They're a muscle builder for you. And the other person is your soulmate. And I believe you don't meet your soulmate. What happens is you meet your soulmate, and they become your soulmate by walking with you. They walk with you. But both are valuable. So when I work with people, all I care about is you have chemistry with somebody. I don't care who it is. Because you will learn so much from that person. It's just like if you want to learn how to swim, you got to get in the water. You learn so much from the muscle builders. They're teaching you one thing. And have you ever had chemistry with someone and they broke your heart? Has that ever happened to you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did they teach you? Don't do that again. When it happened to me, what I really learned was, you got to love yourself. Unfortunately, I really wanted that other person to love me, but no, it turns out you got to love yourself. And that's what they teach you in so many words, in so many painful words. It also teaches you, it's good to know in life what you don't want. It helps knowing what you don't want, because it makes it even more valuable when you find what you do want. So that's chemistry for you, and it's a very important part. And we live too long to not have chemistry. You got to have chemistry with someone, because that's what gets you through the hard times. Because you remember, oh yeah, I still like this person. But that's not enough. It's enough for nature, because nature doesn't take very long. You meet, you mate, and you're done. But we're a little more evolved, theoretically. Which brings me to the second point, which is also something that's been around for hundreds of thousands of years, and it's called courtship. Courtship. And what courtship is, it takes the chemistry that you have, but courtship to me is a test of time. It's a test of time. So it gives you a chance to find out if you're compatible, if your lives actually fit together. Because we can have chemistry with just about anybody. You can meet someone from Peru and have chemistry with them, but are you moving to Peru? I'm not. You gotta have someone that has some compatibility with you. So the courtship is what gives you a chance to find out, is this person compatible? And most of the people I work with are learning about courtship, because we don't think we need it. And if you look in the animal world, every animal has a courtship. Everyone. And they have courtship dances. And what do they display? They display 2 things. One, they're displaying health, and the other is that you're good at getting food. And that's part of what health is. If you look robust, it looks like, well, at least this person could get us food if we need it, which we will. And that may seem very simple to you, but it's very important that someone that you have a relationship is mentally healthy, physically healthy, financially healthy, spiritually healthy. Otherwise, guess what? Your genes aren't going anywhere. They're staying home. So it's very important who you choose. And how do you do that? It's through the time that you spend in courtship. It's through the time that you get to know somebody, how you spend time with them. Because let's face it, a lot of you are married and you're in relationships. Do you have sex all the time? Don't answer that. No, you don't have sex all the time. You spend all the time together. And they're your partner, and they're your biggest teacher. If you ask me, my wife is my biggest teacher. And how I learned courtship? I'll tell you how I learned courtship, because I didn't get married until I was 48 years old. And that means I was single for a long time. And I dated people, and here's how my wife got me into courtship. She asked me one very simple question. Do you want to know what the question was?
Yeah.
Of course you do. It's this. She said to me, James, are you serious? I was serious. No woman had ever asked me if I was serious. And a light bulb went on me, and I'm like, serious? And I was like, yeah, I'm serious. For the first time in my life, but no one ever required it. No one ever asked me. And that's why they never got it. You gotta ask for what you want. You gotta know what you want. And you gotta ask for it. You gotta require it if you want a relationship that's gonna last. Now, here's the funny thing about courtship. One person has to chase the other. I don't care who chases who, but somebody better chase somebody. One person chases the other. And here's the thing. I was just thinking about this thing. I don't know how my wife did it, but she got me, who, mind you, I'm very cheap. I'm super cheap. Somehow, in the courtship phase of our relationship, she got me to give her $500 a month and a car. Now you're thinking, she's probably a gold digger, right? She's not a gold digger. She gave me a tremendous gift. She gave me a gift of being willing to let me take care of her. Oh my God, no one ever did that. And mind you, I didn't know this at the time, but it turns out my wife's family is very rich. She did not need the money. She wasn't poor, not even close. She was rich, and I didn't even know it. I'm so stupid. Giving her money, she's got, all this designer stuff. I didn't even notice. But it really helped me. It was a gift to me, to tell you the truth, because it got me into the frame of mind of what courtship is, of what the next phase is, which is commitment, which is caring about somebody else more than yourself. That's hard to do. Care about somebody more than yourself. So for me, courtship is a really important phase. It's probably the most important phase, and it sets up the third phase, which is commitment. But what you need in commitment is you need a plan. Every relationship, in my opinion, needs a plan and a purpose. You need a plan and a purpose. And what commitment gives you, well, I wouldn't just commit to somebody for no reason, just like commit to them. But if I wanted to build something with them, I would. If you go into business with someone, you want to build with them, you make a plan. Say what's going to do. So for me, a lot of my clients, they want to get married, they want to have children. That's their plan. But guess what? You need someone who wants to do it too. And you need to come to an agreement. To me, a relationship is one simple thing. It's a series of kept agreements. And people who know how to love, they have the ability to make and keep agreements. And that's all I'm looking for. When people call me up and they say, oh, I met this guy, he's so amazing, I say, okay, what's your next agreement? And if they can make the call, if they can make the next date, we can start with simple agreements and move to more complexity. But you gotta start, it's one step at a time. You have to build. And that's how you build a trustworthy record with somebody. They have to show you that, yeah, I will keep my word with you. And what do we really give people when we make a commitment to them? We give them our word. What's the most valuable thing you have? To me, it's your word. You gotta give your word to somebody. And I remember when I got married, or the day I got married, it's surreal because everyone's around you and they're like, hey, da, 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 da. And you go up there and you're freaking out. And what do? You say, I do. You say, I do. You take an action. And the act of that commitment is tremendously powerful. And we acknowledge it in our culture, and the way you do it, and my wife's Chinese, she's Taiwanese, don't make that mistake. She's Taiwanese. It's very different. Okay? A lot of Chinese people came. No, Taiwanese people came. And what did they say to me? I don't know, they speak Chinese. I know what they said. They said guanxi. You know what guanxi means? Maybe not. Guanxi means congratulations. Congratulations. And that's what I really got from people, when people acknowledge you. They don't say good luck, sometimes they do actually, but they say congratulations. Because we honor what we do in life. We honor people when they make commitments to things. And we honor ourselves when we make a commitment to something. And there is tremendous power in commitment. Anything you want to do in life, commit to it. Commit to it 100%. And it's the most healing thing you can do. If someone you can commit to and can love, it's the most healing thing that ever happens to you in your life. To me, love and commitment are what we're here for. We're here to heal. We're here to grow. We're here to experience life and love at every level. And now, since I love my wife, I can love other people much better because I don't need anything from anybody. I just want to give love. So I would say to you 3 things. Look for chemistry with somebody. Absolutely, you got to have it. But know that it's just one part of the piece of the puzzle. Create a courtship with somebody. Build with them. Create a vision for what you want to see and then commit to it. Commit to it. And my teacher told me one last thing, and this is the last thing I'm going to leave you with. The only way you know you love yourself or anyone else is by the commitments you're willing to make and keep. I encourage you to make commitments and feel the power of them.